Hey, so I got a package today, and I've seen people do unboxing videos when they get something cool in the mail, and they show you what's in the package and what it looks like and all that stuff. And those are fun to watch to me. So I thought I'd do one. But today I got books, and I'd like to show you just some of the books that I'm interested in and some of the books that I think will be beneficial to my ministry and to my life as a Christian. And sorry, I'm trying to get the glare off my glasses, but I don't think it's going to happen. Anyway, so I just want to show a few of them to you, and I'm kind of hoping that some of you will respond and show me some of the things you're reading and some of the things that you find beneficial to your ministry or to your life as a Christian. My sister is getting married soon, and a good friend of mine is going to be her husband, and so marriage is on my mind. And so I bought a couple books. One of those is John Piper's This Momentary Marriage. That came really highly recommended. And I think it's going to be life-altering as far as my thoughts on marriage. And I don't really know what to expect, but I think that it's going to be beneficial. I hope to be able to tell you about it soon, about what it did for me. And then also, What Did You Expect by Paul David Tripp. It says Redeeming the Realities of Marriage. We have our society has a very distorted view of what marriage is and what it should be and what it should look like. And I hope that will help me help others with their view of marriage. It's one of our greatest opportunities to display the gospel in this world, and so I think it's important for us to know what it should look like. Also, I got a couple books on decision making because I'm always confronted with how to make decisions and how I should choose things for my family and those kind of things. And I got two books on that. One came highly recommended from a friend of mine. It's called Decision Making and the Will of God by Gary Friesen. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. It's a big book. But I hear it that it will totally revolutionize the way that you think about making decisions and doing them for the Lord. And then I got another one from Kevin DeYoung, who's really comical. I find him very funny. It's called Just Do Something, and that sounds just like him. But it says, just do something, a liberating approach to finding God's will, or how to make a decision without dreams, vision, fleeces, impressions, open doors, random Bible verses, casting lots, liver shivers, and writing in the sky, etc. 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 I think that's how you say it. Anyway, it should be good. It should squash all those things, those mystical things that we try to feel our way around making decisions for God. And so I hope that will be beneficial as well. I am also having a child soon, and I've been thinking a lot about family worship and how that's going to look in our home and those kind of things. And I bought a story Bible. It says Discovering Jesus in the Old and New Testaments, the Gospel Story Bible. And it's illustrated. It's really good looking. It looks nice. And it's got the story here. This is God gives Abram a new name. This is Genesis 17, 1 through 10, and 15 through 21. And then it's got this cool little section right here. It says, let's talk about it. And this may be good for some of you, your kids that are old enough to actually talk and listen and those kind of things and understand what you're saying. But you can talk about the story with them. And so I think that's wonderful. We need to fill the minds of our children with the gospel as much as we can. And I think this is going to be a great tool to help. And then, of course, I'm a pastor, and so I care deeply about the church. This is a book called Why We Love the Church. It's by Kevin DeYoung as well, and Ted Kluck. It says, Bible-centered, God-centered. As I read, I wanted to stand up and cheer. It's J.I. Packer. I quote from him on this. It says, in praise of institutions and organized religion. There was a video that came out not too long ago about relationship versus religion, and I won't go into that whole debate and whatever. I won't even really comment on it, but religion is important. It helps us to be what's the word I'm thinking of? Disciplined. We need to discipline ourselves, and those things that we do in worship, those practices, and the preaching, and all of that helps us grow. So this is going to be a great book, I think. I think a lot of times in that debate, people refer to religion, and what they really mean to say is legalism. And so religion is important. Legalism is not good, but we need to get that straight. So, and then I've been thinking a lot about the regulative principle of worship. Basically, does God say how He should be worshipped, and is that should we follow specific guidelines for how God is to be worshipped? We see that in the Old Testament, and so it makes me wonder if that is the same today. So I'm not real sure. I don't have done a lot of studying on that, but I'd like to. And so this thing I got here is actually somebody wrote out a debate between Dr. D.G. Hart and Professor John Frame. They're both professors at Westminster Seminary. So that should be good, a debate on that. And then the Westminster Directory of Public Worship, which is also on the regulative principle of worship, or at least partly. So just to kind of get my mind thinking on those things, and if God wants to be worshipped a certain way, I certainly want to do it that way. So those are some books I'm reading, and I'd love for you to maybe tell me something that you're reading or something that you're interested in, so we can start a discussion on these kind of things and grow together as believers, as followers. So leave a comment. Let me know what you think, and let me know what you're reading, and maybe recommend something to me that maybe would be useful to me. So I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope it'll be beneficial to you.